이번엔 매달 마지막 주 목요일 게임을 하나 해. 그럼 지금부터 제13회 피라미드 게임.
Heard of Squid Game? Well, then let's get prepped up for this new Korean drama called Pyramid Game that will take you through a dark turn on high school popularity. Let's unpack this chilling psychological thriller survival television series. Do you know what K-drama is all about? Well, directed by Park So-yeon, Pyramid Game talks about power, rebellion, and hierarchy. If you want to explore themes on bullying, social injustice, and social survival, then this gripping drama can make you realize how there exists a darker side of school life as well, and yeah, this world is really unforgiving. So, who is leading the series? Well, the psychological suspense K-drama includes an amazing cast such as Kim Ji-young, Jang Da-ah, Ryo Da-in, Shin Seo-ki, and Kang Na-yeon. You'll be surprised to note that the story was originally written by Dal Gonyak in the famous Naver webtoon. Not much aware of the webtoon? No worries, as the story is all about an all-girls high school, where popularity polls are utilized to rank students in class, and guess what? This differential treatment becomes the root cause of school violence. Haven't watched the series yet? Well, it was streaming on TVING from 29th of February 2024 to 21st March 2024, every Thursday at 12 KST. Viewers from some select regions were also able to enjoy the series streaming on Paramount+. So what if you could watch the 10-episode series considering it's in the Korean language? Stay tuned as we explore in detail each key thing related to the Pyramid Game series. So why is the name Pyramid Game, and how is it related to survival in high school? It so happens that when the lead character enters a new school, everyone seems to be nice in the beginning. However, there's this creepy pyramid game going on in the class. What's the game all about? It's nothing but a popularity contest wherein the loser gets bullied by the entire class. So that's what happens with Sung Soo-ji, played by Kim Ji-yeon, when she enters the new high school. Now, in this social nightmare, she has to figure out how to survive the messed up game and probably put an end to the school violence where weak students get punished for no good reason. So the drama starts with Sung Soo-ji getting transferred to Baekhyun Girls High School in Seoul. In the initial classes, Sung Soo-ji finds her class quite peaceful, but she does sense that there is something fishy. Her classmates are taking part in the Pyramid Game, which is organized once a month. So based on the popular votes, students with the lowest numbers get an F and become the victim of school violence and cruelty. Unfortunately, Sung Soo-ji too gets 0 votes, and what happens next? Well, she's the target in her class and sadly gets bullied by her classmates. Is there anyone to care for her? Well, nobody. The story moves with how Sung Soo-ji discovers the injustice done to her and figures out how to end this stupid game in her school. Isn't Pyramid Game a thought-provoking series considering it talks about school violence that is really bad in modern times? No wonder that this Korean drama is also getting called Squid Game for high school. This is because both Korean dramas share similar survival themes. Squid Game was a massive hit, and everyone's trying to capture that magic. For the unversed, Squid Game, released in September 2021, became a huge hit on Netflix. Pyramid Game is like the new kid on the block, hoping to be as popular as its older sibling. Want to know why Pyramid Game is a super intense thriller where popularity isn't just about bragging rights? On its release, this show's getting good word of mouth already. A review on NME gave it 4 stars and called it a thrilling ride that will keep you hooked. The K-drama makes it easy for viewers to invest themselves in its characters because of how varied and well-written each student is, even beyond our main leads, the review reads. Sounds intense. The show is also a scathing, although most definitely overly dramatized, reflection of the consequences of physical and psychological violence that takes place in supposed safe spaces and what needs to be done to eradicate it once and for all. The reviews of this K-drama says the show is super bingeable because all the characters, not just the main ones, are interesting and well developed. You'll find yourself really caring about everyone in the show. Undoubtedly, you will really get to know the plight of peer pressure and probably even sympathize with school children who are being diverted to some random games rather than focused on education. As we already told you, Sung Soo-ji has been played by Kim Ji-yeon, who transfers to Baekhyun Girls High School. Her main role is how she fights back and inspires others to stand up for themselves too. Wait a while, as there are other interesting characters too who help Sung Soo-ji in her journey and also try to defeat her. Baek Ha-rin, played by Jang Da-ah, seems sweet and popular, but she's actually pretty clever. Myung Ja-eun, played by Ryo Da-in, is a bit shy, but she's a good friend and shines when she's with others. Seo Do-ah, performed by Shin Sol-ki, is the top student and class president, while Im Yi-rim, portrayed by Kang Ya-yeon, is an idol trainee who's surprisingly down to earth despite her glamorous life. Don't you think that this group of girls is in for a wild ride? So who else are playing what roles in Class 2-5 at Baekhyun Girls High School? Jeong Ha-dam plays Go Yun-bio, Ha Yul-ri plays Bang Woo-yi, who seems kind of braggy but also cute. Hwang Hyung-young is Kim Da-young, who comes from a super wealthy family. Lee Joo-yeon plays Shim Yun-young, a talented swimmer who's kind of quiet and keeps to herself. Oh Se-in is Song Jae-hyung, a big K-pop fan and a good planner. Want to know the background of how the stage was set up for Pyramid Game? Back in March 2023, streaming service TVING decided to turn a popular webcomic called Pyramid Game into a drama. A whole team of people worked on the show, including directors, writers, and production companies like Film Monster and CJENM Studios. In June 2023, the makers announced the list of actors who would be working on the show. And as we already told you who all are there in the show, you would surely agree that this drama has a big cast. Isn't it a school drama, so seems like the makers have come up with a bunch of actors who can play their roles perfectly. Here's a fun fact about the series. Pyramid Game is all set to be South Korea's main attraction in the upcoming Series Mania Festival. Yeah, you'll be dumbfounded to note that the series will be the country's only offering at the festival. Do you know news outlets like BBC have already tagged Pyramid Game to have a huge fan following among the audience? Want to know why people love this brutal series? Well, Series Mania describes the show as somewhere between Squid Game and Mean Girls, but it might even be darker than that. Not that audiences are likely to mind. Interest in dystopia is nothing new for film buffs and TV fans, what with the popularity of The Handmaid's Tale, Black Mirror, and even the Matrix series over the years. The Handmaid's Tale, led by Elizabeth Moss, has consistently scored top 10 Nielsen ratings for Hulu across its first 5 seasons, while Black Mirror did the same for Netflix during its first 6 seasons. However, Squid Game and Pyramid Game stand out by offering viewers worldwide a glimpse into the real-life challenges faced by many in South Korea. Interesting, isn't it? Film critic Nemo Kim, who runs Critique, explained that for people in South Korea, Squid Game and Pyramid Game hit close to home. Talking to BBC Culture about Squid Game, Kim said that it is important to understand that for South Koreans, the financial struggles for the players aren't just fiction. Many here face similar challenges, especially with job insecurity being a big issue. He also noted how Pyramid Game's school backdrop is also relatable. Bullying in South Korean schools is sadly common, and Kim mentions how there are several cases of teachers facing harassment and even suicide because of it. Kim noted that these shows are heavily inspired by the harsh realities many South Koreans experience. Isn't Pyramid Game storytelling particularly engaging as it tackles issues like class exploitation, which resonate across cultures? What do you think? Share your views and comments, like this video, and subscribe.